headmaster is going to deal with the supplier. Supply me now, I'll pay you later.
And you think the headmasters have strong capacity to enforce?
What makes you think that they don't have that capacity?
No,
the headmaster
to you,
will
no.
then it will deal with some local suppliers.
No, but you see, let me tell you something.
Because the headmaster had been doing that. Let me tell you
something. The fact that we are talking about centralization of procurement does not mean supplies who are centralized. Say obiani who are yebeka chen so onfa beans in konofa about to beans in free akra ha kono ko boka. Supplies were all sourced locally. So the impression say yes, some more free Accra, yes, we free Accra when it was not.
No, but why were the buffer? Didn't not suppliers in a buffer for no meet better? You see, didn't no more better.
Understand? No, because they engaged them here. That was where they signed that contract. You see, understand one thing. When you look at the whole idea of government, government doesn't only think in one direction. For instance, if you look at an agency of buffer stock, you are looking at an agency of buffer stock. One, the buffer processes are auto to be able to stabilize food inflations when inflationary pressures rise. Two, the same buffer stock now has also been able to engage suppliers and also has created jobs. Even the value chain a woman also has to do with job creation and money. So it's not that.
What is the importance of the whole thing? What the output is,
no, but
the value chain now, MOBC at Aqualana expense.
And why do you think, say, in the arrangement where suppliers were taking food to the school,
show me why it doesn't look like it.
You see, let me tell you one thing. Even before free SHS came, when headmasters directly had monies to go to the market and buy food, there were so many instances. I recall, I've forgotten the name of the member of parliament, but he even raised it on the floor of parliament. So he said, I mean, and new.
No, the money that you during your time, now buffer stock and now whoever, the money will now go to the school administration.
I'm not even in government. I don't have an interest. I don't have any procurement interest.
Is that not the way to go?
No, that's what I'm saying, sir.
Because the impression you are creating is that the headmasters were sabotaging the program because the money was not coming to them directly. A typical example is
partly.
the one.
Yeah, partly.
Yes.
Yeah, partly.
So
I won't run away from that.
Okay, so now if that is the case, to make sure nobody is going to sabotage, now make a back. Said the back is now going to stop with the headmaster.
Yeah, but
so I'm giving the money directly to the headmaster.
Let me give you an instance.
If the headmaster does not perform, then I will know what to do.
I don't have a problem with that, but that's like governance is a bit complex. Currently, about last week, there were complaints about saying in the school. In the school, do you know what happened? The GES government has through the Ghana Education Service for better with the Ministry of Education, issue checks to the schools. Some of our headmasters in the day, the headmasters engage suppliers, but when they went into their account, all the checks bounce. Checks they bounce. At that time, government of Ghana coffers doesn't have money, so you have issued checks, right? But the checks has bounced. Well, in that particular space,
is it incurable?
No, I'm saying in that particular instance, you also have an option where ordinarily, Anka, you have people who would have businessmen who would have already taken the food. Indeed, whether you have money or you don't have money, whether your check bounce or your check doesn't bounce, food is assured in the school. Because for the private person,
don't you think that one kasa more create some kind of enmity between money school administration? Because first of all, in the case of your friend saying PTA, you thought that the teacher for its parents Asia, they now some underhand dealings because of that. Teacher for free PTA so that teacher for will not have to be doing business with PTA. I feel Sunosika. Nka school fees directly at headmasters and school administration and a paid your man.
Let me tell you.
And also most
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If governance is about making sweet decisions. Any other person could have been in government.
Make output, sweet decisions. But at the end of the day, what's the outcome?
Yes,
the outcome,
but you see,
the outcome is that the outcome. Sweet,
difficult
decisions now we take here. Difficult decisions now we take here. Ninsu sanso 41% and 38%.
Into the 9 decisions, and you try training allowance, you could discuss whether free SHS will go on. I mean, let me land briefly. When the people are determined to move in a certain direction, even God can step aside and second their motion. I am not saying say be right, but the emphasis issue be based on the facts that they present. If you recall, Israel for no more person or more human king, some person more you more hin. Then you make us they petition the office of God through the prophet Samuel on 3 different occasions. Could be an to petition. Yami realizes and Kofon were determined to still get the king. Then you no say Kofa saw there and you see presupposes that the will of the people may not necessarily be the will of God.
That is so the
Oh, me but make us oh, me make us
one so.
Me me mood him my famous for na be na judge am say what to do so me hey you beka kwasi kwanta na and ma na fi Mr. But at the end of the day the institution so baby it was up to them. You see, beyond the fact that certain things MBP got it wrong, which I admit that we have to go back, apologize to our people, apologize to Ghanaians, regroup, restructure, and come back again. Naturally, Nipa Honfono. 2016, if you recall, and somebody anchor for President Mahama. Me say one of the videos and normal friends at TikTok was they be on Facebook. Me say so for Akwasi say Mahama someone near wedding to know over 32 years. And this one tibis, Nina, Akwasi say President Mahama Kwade. Nyame say boni away do about I saw Baba this off one and Nyame. But today President Mahama is a saint. When President Kufuor was going, who can idea the friend? Obi or declare operation zero corruption, zero tolerance for corruption. You don't one for I tell you when President Kufuor was living. Meaning, yeah, I'm not very old, but meaning Mekai Kumasi President Rollins when he was leaving office. Mekai sa amuye so kai calendar be a buy another Dr. Beckley. Maybe almost no moja no money and almost cooking issues be no face trial be not the picture that say not Rollins picture that say. That is the extent how they describe him. But magnific akrano. When President Akufo-Addo came, do you know what Ghanaians said? That when it comes to discipline, it's President Rollins. A lot of normal SCC, I leave you to time. A lot of normal SCC, I leave you to time. Say, there are some decisions that only posterity judges.